Hi everyone, my name is Demi,
Hi everyone, my name is Anthony.
and we're here at Rockets Gym to introduce to you guys a new class called Evolution X, created by our head coach, George Duarte. If you can just
I do.
How you doing? How you
now.
doing?
So, what inspired you with this new class that you're coming up with, Evolution X?
Evolution X. Well, Evolution X is a class that is eventually a transition between cross fitness and X Factor.
Okay.
Evolution X. Where did this idea came from? Where did this idea come from?
The idea for Evolution X basically came after I overanalyzed the different um, techniques and flaws that I saw in cross fitness. Now, cross fitness has a lot to offer, but eventually it's for certain kind of people. If you be realistic and you see the people that do cross fitness, it's basically people that have been doing weights or doing some kind of a sport, gymnastics or anything like that for a long time. But let's look at it another way, mom and pop, or people that are barely starting, right?
Right.
Let's say you have an overweight person that comes around and he wants to train. You put him in cross fitness, and I don't know that day the workout says you need 10 over his squats. First of all, why son over his squat? Right? And then if he's never done a squat or doesn't know how to squat right, possibility is he's not going to be able to do it. And if he tries, he's going to get hurt. So, this where I'm trying to go. Cross fitness has his base techniques, forms, which I respect. But eventually, one of the creations that I had here as well is the X Factor, which combines cross fitness, military training, boot camp, calisthenics, weight training, Olympic weightlifting, all that put together. So cross fitness and X Factor are similar but completely apart from one another. X Factor has 27 levels. Cross fitness doesn't. But they have to be something to put them together. How do you go from cross fitness to X Factor?
Right.
How do you get in shape for a class that will eventually get you in shape more?
Right.
So Evolution X was created to be able to transition you from one place to the other.
So you're saying that Evolution X is somewhere where you want to start off. What if somebody doesn't know how to do a proper squat? Where do they start off? Do they start off at Evolution X or CrossFit or X Factor?
I would say CrossFit. The reason why, because I was in this gym, at least in Rockets Gym, CrossFit will remain the same and respect the same workouts and routines and everything that CrossFit has to bring, like the ladies. The only difference is we would take our time to show you the techniques. I will make sure there are trainers as mine or my other trainers who show you the techniques to how to squat, push up and stuff. So he said it's an intense training, but with more patience, more time.
Right.
So you start in cross fitness, and eventually, as you get better, you get stronger, and you get fitter, then you will eventually transit to Evolution X. Like the name says, you evolutionating to a different stage of your life.
Right. So pretty much anyone is welcome to take Evolution X, right? You don't need certain fundamentals to be there.
For Evolution X, anybody's welcome according to their background. Now let's be realistic. If you want to be in Evolution X, you're welcome to try it. But if in reality you can't do run a lap by yourself, or you can't do a push-up on your own, I would not recommend you to be in Evolution X, because you can get hurt. And in Rockets Gym, we want to get you stronger. We want to get you better. So we have to give you a good base. And basically, you have to start from top.
Right. Okay. So what you're trying to say is, if somebody were to just come in and they would want to try that Evolution X, and they have pretty much no idea what to do, you would pretty much recommend them to a CrossFit class instead of an X Factor class or the Evolution X.
Well, of course. Let's say we have someone who has a military background. Now, military background, I would just pretty much tell him, all right, you know what? He might be fit. That's great. But there are some movements they are in Evolution X that are not known to anyone, like the Excaliburs, which it was one of my creations, the leg killers, the rocket push-ups, the rocket sit-ups. There's a bunch of them that were created here that eventually you have to learn in here to be able to do them. So, of course, you can put someone in the military training and come here. You can have someone who has run professionally. You can have swimmers, boxers, or whatever, to be able to come here. Now, you start from the bottom, but if it takes you one day or half an hour for us to recognize that you're not in level 1 and you're eventually moving up, then we push you forward. It has nothing to do with it. That's what we do in evaluation in the gym. When we just close our eyes and be like, you will just be where you want to be, right? So eventually you move on, you evolve as you get stronger when you're ready.
So you're saying the people here that are in CrossFit or X Factor, do they get a one-on-one training? Do they have that same time? Meaning we have 10 people there, right? How much quality time do they get with the trainer?
Well, let's be realistic. In some of the personal training sessions that you have in other gyms, the sessions are half an hour. And when you get there, you're out of time, getting cold, you get there, you have to warm up and stretch. It should take, let's see, for you do a really, really fast warm up, about 10 minutes. Between running 5 minutes and stretching for 5 minutes. So eventually you're really training just 20 minutes. In between pauses, if you're exhausted or you're out of shape, you basically just training 15 minutes. Now, in this case, the only thing that you get is that when you train with other people, because this is a training gym, it's a high performance. Now, when you train by yourself, guess what? You are by yourself, mentally as well. There are some people that need to be pushed, and when they need to be pushed, sometimes they think, I can't do that. But guess what? If you are on a level, either 1 or 15, you are with people who are in the same level as you. And I learned that being a professional runner that if you want to get better, faster, stronger, you need to run with people who are faster than you. You need to spar with people who are stronger than you to be able to get stronger. You don't stay weak. You get near the strong so you can become strong yourself.
Well, thank you so much for your time. There it is, guys, the new class we have at Rockets Gym, Evolution X. Hopefully you come and join us whenever you have time.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you guys here next week.
Stay tuned.